All right, everybody, welcome back. Game 5 is in the wraps, under wraps, I don't know. It's over, and the Suns won. Mavericks fans, Nick Wright, I'm sorry. I know this hurts. You're probably starting to realize that the Mavericks actually aren't that good of a basketball team, and that probably sucks for you. It's a second round exit. At least you won a series. I know it's been like since, 2011 or something since you guys have won a series in the playoffs, so congrats. That was probably big, beating the Utah Jazz, the most embarrassing team in the NBA in my also humble opinion. There is no Jazz in Utah. Yeah, I'm sorry Nick Wright probably got you all hyped up and led you astray, and now you feel foolish, as you should, because Nick Wright does, again, look like a villain in a Muppets movie. That's just a fact, and every time I look at him on television, my eyes bleed, every single time. I wish he wasn't so ugly, but he is. I didn't make him look like that. That's his choice. He did that. So there's only so much I can do. But let's get into the game because it was a good one. Monty finally made some adjustments. He got Campaign out of there, who has been terrible. Again, this should be the Campaign series because the Mavericks are small. They don't have any good perimeter defenders, and they definitely don't have any shot blockers, so he should be balling. But he's been terrible, missing wide open layups and shit like that. I don't know what's up with the guy, but he's been ass. So they went with Shamit, which, I've been begging for Aaron Holiday minutes. I mean, even in the trash minutes of today's game, he balled out. He had like 3 assists. He hit a deep 3 and literally in a minute and a half, offensive rebounds, all of that. He did more in the trash minutes than Campaign's done all playoffs, but it is what it is. Shamit played well. I want to give him his credit. He was penetrating, kicking out, hitting open shots, taking people off the dribble. Pull up mid-range game was looking nice. Pull up mid-range game? That doesn't sound right, but I'm tired. It is what it is. I think he played a great game for him. Also, they went with Bismack early on instead of McGee. Now, the thing with McGee is he's going to give you some silly-ass fouls, which he did again. Not this game, but definitely for really every game he plays. And he's not great at getting out to shooters, And Bismack is a little smaller. He's not going to be the same threat offensively, but he'll get in your chest. He'll poke the ball out of your hands. Even if you're a perimeter guy, he will get in your chest, and I respect that. So I think Bismack and Shamit both were muy bien. And again, that is Spanish. I'm trying to put y'all on game. Also, I want to give some flowers. Cam Johnson was way better defensively. He's starting to look more like himself. Like I said, I think Shamit played a great game. Bismack played a great game. Devin was amazing. I know he only had 2 assists, but Devin looked like the point guard this game. He had a lot of hockey assists. I think he was perfect. Now, some of the shots were bold. The one shot I really didn't like was when Mikal and Crowder, it was a 3-man break. I think Mikal was on his left, Crowder was on his right, and they were both basically wide open for layups, and this dude shoots a 3. I'm like, what the fuck? But it went in, so I'm like, okay, I guess. And I think that put him up by 11 or 12, so I couldn't be too mad, but I think Devin played one of his best games I've seen him play in a minute. I think probably all playoffs. Mikal also had a much better offensive game. I haven't looked at the numbers yet, but this is just eye test, baby. That's what we're going off of right now. Chris Paul stayed out of foul trouble, so that was great. I think he only had 1 foul, and you could tell by the way he was playing, he was not trying to get in foul trouble. But he didn't really need to have that Chris Paul takeover game because by the start of the fourth, they were already up by 20, so they didn't really need it. The typical Chris Paul. Chris Paul was a lot better. He didn't foul out, so that's a plus. You could tell he had that in the back of his head. You could just look at him by the way he was playing. I think he had 10 or more assists. I think he finished with 7 points, but he didn't really need to have that typical. It was a typical wait for the fourth quarter to start scoring game, but they were already up by 20 in the fourth, so I'm not worried about him Chris Paul's never going to be able to score again in the Mavericks game. It's no, I don't think that's what this was. Everybody was eating, honestly. Ayton, he did miss that wide open dunk. He didn't go for the dunk. This clown just turned over the wrong shoulder and completely missed an opportunity for a wide open dunk. That pissed me off. And also, DA, stop pump faking. The tallest person on this team is like 6'8". Are you really worried about getting blocked by Maxi Cleva or Dwight Powell? No, you're not, right? So just go up. Even Bismack was doing that, and you're like 6 inches taller than him. So stop pump faking. There's no real centers on this team. You need to be busting their ass. But you did have 29, and you were like 70% from the field or whatever. So how much complaining can I really do? As much as I want. That's how much. You see, that was a trick question. You fell for it. And do better. Do better. And Crowder, honestly, I don't remember you doing that much. Hopefully you're okay. I know you fucked up your shoulder there late. But it's not like he had like 20 points like he has the games that they lost. So I think you were good, much better than you were in the Pelican series, and I hope your shoulder's okay. So I just looked it up. Jay Crowder was 1 of 6 from the field. I take it all back. Get better. But this game felt like a very typical... Okay, on the outside looking in, I'll say this game looks like a typical Suns win. They don't really try that hard the first quarter and a half. Second half of the second quarter, they start trying a little bit, get a small lead by halftime, blow them out in the third, the game is over. But this was a very intense game. You could tell the Mavericks were a little butthurt. They got their ass beat. I don't know where this confidence comes from, like you're not on the Suns level and you need to step back and just appreciate that you got a series win and go home like you need to go home. But again, I blame the Nick Wrights of the world, giving people false confidence. I know Luka Doncic is good, but he's not that good. I don't think the difference between him and Devin or him and Chris is really that big. He gets more rebounds and he has a really high usage rate and he does cool stuff sometimes, but he can't play defense and he's only one person. So relax, okay? Relax. Let's talk about what else went great for the Suns in this game. They started playing faster. They started attacking. You have to attack this defense. Like that weak ass dribble up, just take deep threes and pass it around the perimeter and hope somebody figures it out. That shit does not work. There's not a lot of great perimeter defenders on this team. You have Finney Smith, who's okay, Reggie Bullock, who's slightly above average, and that's it. And like I said, they don't have anybody inside, so you can get past your first guy and kick out to a shooter, or take him for the mid-range. Like they had Bronson guarding Mikal. That's disrespectful. You need to drop 20 on his head. DA, nobody can guard you. What are you doing? And Finney Smith can't guard Devin. Nobody on this team can guard Devin. And Chris had 7 points, I think, and you still lost by 20 something. So I'm glad they're starting to play faster and actually attacking the defense. The third quarter, let's just talk about it because I know the Mavericks fans are still hurting from it, and good. I'm glad you're in pain, bitch. Watch your tone when you're talking to the cult. The Suns forced 12 Mavericks turnovers in the third. That is embarrassing. They went on a 17-0 run. That is embarrassing. You should feel like shit if you're the Mavericks, because I just don't think you should let grown men do that to you. That's just my opinion. But hey, I'm not in the NBA. Yet. D-League tryouts coming soon. I've been working. I'm kidding, or am I? But to sum this game up, the Suns did a much better job with the rebounding. They kept their turnovers low, which were, I think, the biggest issues for games 3 and 4. And they were just really getting out hustled. And with 50-50 balls and things like that, you could just tell they expected to win and the calls weren't going their way. And they turned into some losses. And, the Mavericks just shot crazy from 3. Like, Dorian, calm down. That's not who you are. Be who you are, and you were who you are yesterday, and I appreciate that. I don't know if that sentence worked grammatically, but you understood what I'm saying, and that's what communication is all about. The Suns, I don't think they shot amazing from 3, but they were able to penetrate, kick out, take advantage of mismatches. Take advantage of mismatches, take advantage of the mid-range. This is a great mid-range shooting team. Guys like Mikal, even Cam Johnson was shooting some mid-range. Shamit was too. Obviously, Devin's going to do that. Chris is going to do that. DA, they played faster. They took care of the campaign issue. He's been fucking terrible. And they got rid of JaVale for most of the minutes because offensively, he's not doing a lot. He's going to give you silly-ass fouls, and he's going to give up a lot of open threes. But Bismack, he'll get in your chest. So I think Monty made some great adjustments. The team looked better. And hopefully they can end it in Game 6, because Game 6 is going to be a dogfight. Obviously, it's going to be on the road. Luka's pissed. The whole team is mad because they got embarrassed again. And I hope the Suns don't let their ego get in the way of matching the intensity of the Mavericks, because Suns are a bigger team. You shouldn't be getting bullied by the fucking Mavericks, okay? So sit your ass down. You're not like that. That's all I'm saying. So the only team that can really beat the Suns is the Suns. They just got to do what they're supposed to do. But let's go over the numbers, because as I always say, there are no jokes on this channel. It is strictly analytics. Mikal Bridges, 6 of 13, 2 of 5 from 3. Not mad at it. 14 points, 4 steals. That's embarrassing. 7 boards, 1 assist. Jay Crowder, 1 of 6. Be better. 1 of 5 from 3. That's bad. He had 3 points. 5 boards, though. So we love that. DA, 9 of 13. How many points did he have? 20 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 0 blocks, get more, and only 1 turnover. You know, he's usually has more, so thank you. Devin Booker only had to play 35 minutes. Thank God. He's been playing like 42 the past couple games. 11 of 20, that's 55%. He shot 43% from 3. Crazy. 28 points, 7 boards. And again, he only had 2 assists, but that does not do him justice, because he had a lot of hockey assists and he was doing a good job of moving the ball around. He was kicking out to shooters, but I don't think the Suns shot well from 3. Let me look it up. They shot 38%. That's actually pretty good. It felt like they shot like 33, but you know, whatevs. Chris Paul, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Yeah, this man had 7 points, 10 assists. That is a typical regular season Chris Paul game. Bismack Biyombo played 21 minutes. I think he was great. 3 of 5 from the field. And I remember at least one of those shots was bullshit, so let's give him 3 of 4. He had 7 points, 6 boards, only 1 turnover, 1 assist, and he was plus 18. Landry Shamet, 19 minutes. He was 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. 8 points, 1 steal, 4 assists. Like, 8 points, 4 assists. Campaign, you can't do that. You can't do that. And Landry Shamet, not a great defender, but he tries his best. And I could see the effort was there, and I think he held his own. But Campaign, get better, though, because these aren't like outstanding numbers. I mean, they're definitely not bad. He shot 40% from the field and 33% from 3, right? But he was way better than Campaign has been. That tells you how awful Campaign has been. Get better. Cam Johnson, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Nobody could, like, who shot well from 3? How did they shoot 30 something? I guess Devin did. That's it. And Craig and Holiday, they both shot 100. Craig shot 2, Holiday shot 1. But like, you know, that doesn't count. That was during the trash minutes. So lower that 37.5. It should be like 33. I'm always right. But Cam Johnson, he had 14 points. He's looking more like himself. He had a block, 2 turnovers. Lower those. 2 boards and 1 assist. JaVale McGee only played 3 minutes and had 2 fouls. Because of course he did. He did have 2 rebounds though, so appreciate that. Even Ish got some minutes. We've been waiting for that. 6 minutes, 43 seconds to be exact. He only shot 1 3 and he airballed it. But I would like to see more Ish minutes, possibly. I don't know. Because now there's not really a lot of wiggle room anymore. You kind of fucked that up with game 3 and 4. Game 6, it's not a must win, but it's a must win. And then against the Warriors, it's like not a whole lot of room for error. So I don't know. Maybe the Ish minutes are dead. There's not really a whole lot of room for experimenting anymore. And then Torrey Craig, Holiday, and Payne just played the trash minutes. Craig was 2 of 3 from 3. Holiday was 1 of 1 from 3, 1 of 3 from the field. But I remember that miss. He got his offensive rebound. And Cameron Payne was 0 of 1 and had 1 rebound. He was garbage. So not surprised. He played where he belongs to play, which is in the trash minutes. And I'm so sorry to say that, because I want your life to be a Disney movie, but be better though. Be better though. I expect more from you. I know you're getting off of an injury, but I don't know how bad it is. So you're playing, so play better. That's all I can say. Like I said, was a fun game to watch. Had a great time in the Discord. Game 6 is going to be a dogfight. Link for the Discord is in the description as always. I would suggest joining because it's going to be fun. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys think is going to happen in Game 6. And I appreciate all the members. The video for Game 5 is out. Go check that out. If you guys don't know, I go over the actual YouTube highlights for all the games in the members section because YouTube be hoeing me. So that was the way of combating that. If you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it. And I appreciate everybody for watching. And I'll see y'all in Discord. Game 6. Peace.